cozy at-home hobbies on a budget. This video is for cozy friends out there who want to indulge in a cozy hobby at home, but are on a tight budget. So I've seen a few videos of people talking about cozy hobbies that you can do, and I wanted to jump in on that because I had a few ideas, but I also wanted to make a video for people who are like me on a very tight budget. These are hobbies that you can splurge on if you have the cash, but they are hobbies that you can adjust depending on your budget, your finances right now, and with times being as tough as they are currently, I would imagine that a lot of people wouldn't mind the ideas, so I just wanted to share them with you guys. Oh my god, that was hotter than I thought. I filled this thing with hot water and I just took a big gulp. That was not good. Okay, ow. Number one is origami, specifically paper stars. I saw a TikTok a few months ago about someone who stayed in a hospital and spent their time making paper stars, and they go through a really easy to follow tutorial on how to make paper stars. And yes, you can buy paper star paper. There is specific paper to make paper stars. You can even use regular lined paper like this. But of course, if you have any type of paper that you want to maybe recycle, then you can just cut little strips and then make paper stars out of them. You can put them in a jar if you have a jar, or you can string them up. This one is for my fellow dancers. I grew up dancing. I have really missed the art form. I haven't danced in a class in a long time, and I haven't worn I haven't bought any dance outfits in a long time, and I loved that. But I grew up dancing. I did contemporary, jazz, lyrical, some ballet. I didn't really do hip hop. I was really bad at hip hop. I started doing ballet classes at home, and by just following a YouTube video, so this was completely free. I personally do know someone who does by donation dance classes, so there might be someone that that does that. If you want to buy a dance, a ballet outfit, then you can find cheaper ballet clothes on Amazon. They have some leotards, some ballet slippers, not the point shoes, but just the regular slippers. You could get a ballet skirt for $20, but you don't have to spend the money. You can find a skirt that you already own if you want to have the flowiness of ballet. You can wear any workout outfit and just pretend that you're a ballerina at home. You can use something as a bar, and I felt really happy after doing that. I was feeling pretty low for a while, and then I was I'm just gonna I can't afford to take dance classes right now, so I'm just gonna do this at home, and I felt so much better doing it. So dance classes at home for free. Of course, there's scrapbooking. That's something that a lot of people like doing. You don't have to buy a scrapbook exactly. You could grab whatever notebook you don't really use, and you could fill it with Polaroid pictures, with ticket stubs, with leaves that you find outside. You could add notes, you could add stamps, you can add little embellishments to make this scrapbook more you. This might cost a little bit, but I don't think they're too expensive, but I wanted to throw this idea in there. So a crochet kit. I know the Woobles, this website has some really awesome crochet kits out there, lots to choose from, very cute, and they seem really easy to follow, so you can follow along with the tutorial. Knitting, felting kits, and embroidery kits, that's something that I've seen a lot even on Amazon. You could get something that's fairly affordable. And also on Etsy, I've seen these really cute sushi embroidery kits. It looks like this. It's very cute. I'm that's something that would be right up my alley, so I wanted to share with you guys. You can also try making your own candle. Yeah, I know that there are DIY candle kits on Etsy, but I'm pretty sure you could just make a candle yourself with specific things lying around at home, and then you could like grab a few things at a store near you. I did see like a how to make your own candle online, so if you Google how to make your own candle, then you could just follow along in some articles and have fun with the scents. This is totally unrelated. There was a class that I saw on like, it was like a perfumery class, and it was like $20, and I'm like, I really want to do that one day. Something else that's a bit of a no-brainer is reading. If you're anything like me, you probably have a few books at home that you bought years ago that you have either never finished or never even started. So you could read one of those, or you could get an ebook if you wanted to get a new book that was cheaper. And nothing is cozier than just like snuggling up under blankets and reading. But if you don't have a book and you don't really want to buy a book, then you can always write something. You can always write a short story. I used to do this all the time as a teenager. I wrote like I guess they were fan fictions. This is so embarrassing. Even if you're not a particularly great writer, it's always great to to let your imagination flow and write the book that you wish you were reading right now. Like write whatever story you have in your mind that you would love to read. No one ever has to read it, but it could just be for you and have fun with it. An at-home cafe, so you can look up recipes online and you don't have to go out and buy an expensive coffee, and you can just experiment with the things that you already have in your pantry, in your kitchen, and do like a little at-home cafe and see how many different types of coffees you can make. And you might surprise yourself with what you're able to do in your own kitchen. You don't need to have like a fancy coffee machine, a coffee maker. I don't have one, but I was still able to make like a pumpkin latte, and it tasted really good. So yeah. Also, if you have flour, butter, sugar, and milk, you could even bake something for your at-home cafe. Painting, drawing was something that I took up again when I lived in Sweden, and it was something that helped me tap into my creative juices again. I hadn't drawn anything, I hadn't sketched in so long, but it's interesting how good you can get as time goes on, as you practice more and more. I thought, okay, I definitely don't remember how to draw anymore. But then as I kept doing it, I was like, it's actually becoming easier and easier. I'm not like the greatest artist out there, but it's just fun to kind of just experiment and see what I can make with my own hands. I love watercolor painting, but you can do like acrylics, you can do anything. Whatever you have or whatever you're willing to spend a little bit of money on, then you can do that. But of course you can just sketch. You can even sketch on some regular paper if you have it on a regular notebook. There's also coloring. If you're wanting to go to like your local bookstore and pick up a coloring book, but you could get any coloring book and use that for yourself and just color. It's so therapeutic. I love coloring. You could get a coloring book from Bobby Goods, which their coloring books tend to get sold out pretty quickly, I believe, but they have very cute coloring books. They also have coloring sheets, so you don't have to buy like a whole book. That's a lot cheaper. You could always get that if that's something you're interested in. Bullet journaling. Bullet journaling is something that I've done for years now. I stopped this year, like in 2024, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a break on bullet journaling, but it has been something that has been really fun for me to, especially during moments where I'm like, I don't know what to do, and it just filled my time. It was fun, like, doodling and doing my little calendar and my tasks, and it's something that I found a lot of joy in. It is like a little side project that you set aside for yourself. You could also do a digital bullet journal, which I know some people do. Nail art. I've actually never had a manicure in my life. I mainly just like paint my own nails. If you're interested in that stuff and you want to kind of have fun with it, I am not an expert, but I've always had fun like painting like little flowers on my nails. I saw this one video of this girl getting her husband to do her manicures for her, and he, like, seeing his improvement from like the first day of trying to like a year later was incredible, and seeing like what he was able to do was so cool. So redecorating your home is something that you can also do. You don't have to buy anything else. You could just even rearrange the furniture. Even rearranging stuff makes you feel like you're living in a new space. Give yourself like a little cozy space, a little cozy corner. You can practice photography. We all have smartphones, or at least I would imagine most of us do. But if you have like a regular camera, then you could just practice photography. Even if you're not going out, you could even like photograph things indoors, learn like the composition of how to shoot things, how to edit photos. These days, our phones can take really amazing photos. So yeah, you could even just explore what your phone can do, what your camera phone can do. There's also cozy games. This is something that I feel like if you're a subscriber of mine, you will probably be the most interested in this. So cozy games, things like Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, Sims. I know Fae Farms is really popular right now, or Disney Dreamlight Valley is one that I've seen people play that looks really cozy. There's also Palia, which is a new one that's out that you could play for free if you have a PlayStation or a Nintendo Switch. But if you don't have those things, then no fear, you probably have a smartphone and you can download some free games on there. I play, what is it called? Pizza? You're working at a pizzeria. You just make pizzas in the game, and it's actually really fun. There are a bunch of other games that you can play. When it comes to my mobile games, I was a big fan of Diner Dash. Any type of dash. Some people might find those games stressful, but for me, it's like, it gets me out of my head and it gets me like into whatever's going on in the game, and it's really nice. I honestly should be playing it right now because I'm so experimenting with different hairstyles and haircuts. I used to do this all the time. I've been giving my hair a break, but I used to cut my hair. I used to dye my hair all kinds of different colors, as my older subscribers would know. And it was really fun, and it was nice to see like what colors worked for me or what hairstyles worked for me. And if you don't want to cut or dye your hair, you could even experiment with hairstyles like braids or like specific buns. Cozy anime. So my subscribers will probably also be very interested in this one. Most of my content is about either anime or sometimes cozy gaming, but the majority of my content lately has been anime related. You can watch free anime on Crunchyroll, but there are ads, and I don't know if you have access to all the episodes at once. Like, it might roll out for you slower if you're not subscribed. So I watch most of my anime on there, but if you have Netflix, they also have anime there too. There's lots of cozy shows that you could watch, or like just any type of show that you're interested in. In terms of coziness, I would say Slice of Life would probably be your best bet to give you like that calm, relaxing feeling. There's one show I've been watching lately, and it's called Do It Yourself, and I really like that one. It takes a very particular Slice of Life show for me to get super like into it, but this one I really like. I'm a romance anime, shoujo, josei type of girl, so that's the coziness I will gravitate towards, the love romance stuff. Last but not least, we have practice an instrument. Now, I'm sure you're probably thinking, Marybelle, I can't afford to buy an instrument. Well, I will tell you that you actually have one built inside your body right now. So you can practice singing. Our voices it's also an instrument, and if it's something that you're interested in strengthening, I know personally I get very shy singing, so it's something that I've been working on for years, and it's like off and on, but I always remember, like every new year I'm always like, you need to practice like vocal exercises, you need to sing more. So this year I'm really trying to keep going with that. If you have an instrument already, then like you could practice your instrument. If it's an instrument that has been sitting on the side in your closet collecting dust, then maybe bring it out and start learning a song. It could be a simple song, but if you want to practice like vocal exercises, warm-ups, you can pick a song that you want to try singing. Find a quiet place that you could practice that doesn't make you feel self-conscious, and you might be impressed with what your voice is able to do. The more you practice, the easier it'll be to sing. And even if it's just for fun, seeing your progression, recording your voice like on day 1 and then recording it on day like 30 and seeing what your progress has been when it comes to your voice. There are lots of YouTube videos that you could use as a reference, as a warm-up guide. Experiment, have fun with it. That is it for my video for today. These are all the cozy hobbies, at least that I could think of. I tried to sprinkle in a little bit of everything for different types of people. Yeah, let me know if you decide to go through with any of these cozy hobbies. If there's a hobby that I haven't mentioned here that you love, then please leave them in the comments. Please let us know. I wanna know. If you're new to my channel, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I do a lot of cozy videos, cozy vlogs. I make a lot of content recommending girly anime, shoujo, josei anime, and any anime shows that I'm currently into, as well as whatever game I'm playing or whatever book I'm reading. This is a safe space for the nerds, particularly the girly nerds out there. If you're subscribed, make sure that you hit the bell notification, scroll down and hit all. Don't forget to like this video and interact with it as much as you can. Share it with a friend, share it with someone who enjoys cozy stuff. I would really, really appreciate it. I also have a new Patreon page. For those of you who want early access to things, you can check out my Patreon, where you can get more behind the scenes stuff on there and early access to stuff. So check out my Patreon. Everything will be linked in the description box, as well as links to some of the things that I mentioned in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Much love, guys.